Hi class, so I want to go over the assignment for Tornado. So if you haven't already started, you need to log into Benchmark and you need to click on Benchmark assignments and then go to Tornado Novel Guide or Novel Study, and you will find an e-copy of the book and you'll need to read the chapters that are assigned. So for Monday and Tuesday, you need to read chapters 1 and 2. And you need to be working on these 2 pages in your packet. Some students had it printed and some students are accessing it online. Either one is fine, but they're both the same. So I just want to go over each page and what you need to do so that there's no confusion. So while you're reading, you need to be working on this one. So you should have the book open on your computer and this in front of you. All right. And what you're going to want to do here is see if you can find information about this setting and analyze it. So on this side, you need to list when the story takes place. It might not say explicitly. You may have to make an inference. Okay, where the story takes place, and you would write here, maybe using bullet points, what information you found about that. And then here, same thing. What sensory details do they use to describe the setting to you? Do they describe how the wind feels or what the grass looks like? Those things, those details can be listed here, okay? When you're done reading chapters 1 and 2, then you would move on to this page, okay? And the question says, what does Pete do to help the family during the storm? What do these details reveal about the kind of person he is? So you would write down, again, using bullet points, what kinds of details did you learn about Pete? Where he's from, what he likes, how he dresses, things like that. What do those things tell you? You're going to have to make an inference about what kind of a person Pete is. And those things aren't based on what he looks like. Those are his inner character traits. Once you've finished reading and you complete this, then talk to your parents about the answers to these 2 questions. When it says collaborative conversation, that means that you're talking to somebody. You don't need to write these answers down, but you do need to tell your parents, okay? You have 2 days to work on these assignments. So that would be 2 days to read chapters 1 and 2, and then work on these 2 pages. On Wednesday, you would then start the next chapters. Now, I believe there was an error on the cover sheet of your packet if you received a printed packet. It says chapters 3 and 4. That's a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. It should have said chapters 3 through 5. So Wednesday to Thursday of this week, you're going to be reading chapters 3 through 5 of Tornado. While you're reading, you're going to be trying to find the answers to these key events. And you would write your answer in a complete sentence to these questions in the box while you're reading, okay? When you're done reading chapters 3 and 5, then you would do this. Review Pete's stories about Tornado. What can you tell about Tornado's characters from these stories? So again, you would write your bullet points here with your details about Tornado that you found. And then you'd make an inference. What do those things tell you about Tornado? Okay, when you're done, then you need to talk to your parents for the answers to these 3 questions. Again, not writing them down, just talking about what you've read. It's possible your parents haven't read the book and you can inform them, okay? Then on Friday, you need to read chapters 6 and 7. And again, there was an error on the cover, so this is just correcting that. You need to read chapters 6 and 7. While you're reading, you need to identify the cause and effect. If this is the cause, Tornado jumps in the truck, what's the effect? What happens because Tornado jumps in the truck? And how does it make Pete feel? And you need to do that for all of the boxes. When you're done reading, reread the section in chapter 7 where Tornado returns to the farm. Pete's father says half a tornado is better than none. What do you think he means? How does this reveal one of the central messages of the story? Central message is another way to say theme. Okay, so what do you think he means by saying half a tornado is better than one? And what does that tell you the theme of tornado is? You should be able to write that here. Then tell your parents the answers to these two questions, and you have completed your tornado work.